Welcome to the Rise Above show with Patricia Joe Grover. I want to take just a quick minute and thank our sponsors. 133 Approved Funding. They say yes when the bank says no. They're out there now helping businesses to keep their doors open and people employed. So I'll share a little bit more about them later. But right now, I want to welcome to the show DrAngela Wilson. She's also going to be a speaker on our upcoming Rise Above Summit. So look forward to more information from her on the Facebook page for the Rise Above Summit and in the private group for the for the attendees who are attending, because that's where they'll go to view the summit. And it's amazing what DrAngela is going to be sharing with us. So let me just tell you a little bit about her. She is the mind power lady. DrAngela Wilson is known as the authority of the largely inaccessible unconscious mind. She's the COVID-19 mind matrix specialist, holistic health educator, researcher and case investigator, certified training provider, international speaker, author, and more. She shares her cutting-edge discovery with psychiatrists, neurologists, leaders at World Mental Health Congress in 2021, the Second World Pediatric Congress, Third World Depression Congress in 2021, the Second International Conference on Physical and Medicine and Rehabilitation, Psychiatry and Psychosomatic Medicine of 2021. Oh my goodness, DrAngela, this is so exciting.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here, serve your audience.
Wonderful. And it is for the what you're going to share with us. And I'm so excited to have you on the summit speaking under the physical dimension of life, because all of these things really affect us on so many different levels. So the questions I have for you, DrAngela, let me get started. Why cannot all mental health issues be fixed?
Yeah, because all the mental health issue originally come from the unconscious mind, but not the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is controlled by the unconscious mind.
Oh,
Subconscious mind is the emotional mind, which most professionals work very hard chasing the tail without knowing real controller is the unconscious mind. Why they don't know? Because we are not allowed to really know the secret by design things first.
Mm-hmm. So that seems so close, and most people don't understand this, and I'm learning. So what is the difference between the subconscious mind and the unconscious mind?
Conscious mind, we all know, is a rational mind. We're thinking subs, sub means lower level. Yeah. And just a bit, you can see the iceberg. Like a conscious mind is the iceberg above the water, yeah, above the sea. Subconscious mind is underneath the waves, and the unconscious mind, I know it. Unconscious mind is a deep level, and because the mind is energy. That's also reason why when professionals working on emotion, they think that they already dive deep through the meditation or whatever technique. They think they dive into the unconscious mind. It's not true. Why? It's not because because of that. Because the universe designed in a way to confuse our mind. If we are not confused, we will easily find the secret. What happens that everyone suddenly find out they can free from the mind prison, which also means the Earth dimension maybe not exist. The Earth dimension will raise to another level. But that's what the universe currently wants us. Yeah. However, if we don't want to be controlled, living in the mental health issue, emotional suffering, the rest of the life, we want to enjoy the best quality of life, we have to take over the power at this space.
Oh, that is so interesting. So Dr. Wilson, what is it that you specialize in?
I specialize in this unconscious mind, which control the whole body and also consciousness, subconsciousness. Not because I want to make efforts to specialize, because I forced. I was born unwanted. I was born as taken as the actual person in the family. And I was physically, emotionally, mentally abused every day. I was living in the fear of being abandoned or murdered by my doctor parents. They can easily put the medicine in my meal because my mom claimed should have drowned me. Yeah, basically she just didn't want to save me. So a lot of things going on, and also on the other side, I was following them to their daily routine, take care of all the patients. I was standing by, basically standing by observer, standing by assistant for 20 years. Yeah, and I see all people, regardless their rich or power, vulnerable, or poor, they all suffer the same thing. Then I told myself I have to find a way to dominate my life. That happens when I was age 6. That's the time I started to really make daily effort to hack into that. How I possibly did that. You may question, how I possibly find it. Why other professionals, they couldn't? I was forced. Imagine a little toddler living in a situation, lying in the bed with all the bugs from the rice pot. In old time, family buy a lot of rice, then the insects come out from the rice pot. And the insects from the rice pot under your bed actually flying, crawling into your bed, into your quilt, and crawling around your skin. And at midnight, you were so tired, you want for to sleep, but you worried the bugs getting into your ears. What do? You have to working on consciously. Even you go to sleep consciously, you have to make sure you protect yourself and no bugs into your ear. Emotionally, you have to get rid of anger because nobody wants to listen to you. Even I tell my parents, I said, bugs come to my bed and they're smelling. They don't care. They don't want to even listen. It's like my talking means nothing. My mom said your tears is even not valuable as the pee of the rat. So I have to survive. How? I was forced to use my mind multidimensional. We all have 3 minds: consciousness, subconscious, unconsciousness. So what I did, I focused on consciousness, make sure it's not nothing wrong happen. Emotion, I have to detach. But meanwhile, I can feel the vibration and anxious energy inside my body. I have to recover every day. Yeah, that's how I work multidimensional through my whole body. But later I found out I cannot just wait at night to do it because I have no clue. In a sudden, my mom suddenly got moody and just beat me. In a sudden. So I have to try myself in the situational, have a situational awareness. So before something happened, I can already sense what's going on. So that's where I practice how to identify the energy loophole. But why my parents, all these parents are doing this to me? Because they are all controlled by their unconscious mind. It's not their fault. I recognize the things in childhood. That's why I never hate them. I still love them. That's how I survive, while other people, even professionals, cannot survive. And yesterday we had the talking, and one professional talking about the other professional psychologist, and was in the process, really want to take her life and ask for her help. Basically, in the professional field, people try to help each other, coach each other. But it will not really work. Why? Because everyone is controlled by the unconscious mind. So have to fix the unconscious mind.
Right. Wow. Well, so why, DrAngela, is it so important to get the power of that unconscious mind back?
There's several periods in humans' life journey. Regardless we want or not, we will lose the consciousness at a certain point of life. When we lose the consciousness, what happens? all the technique we know, mindset, NLP, meditation, will not work because all required we have consciousness. So we will start to lose life quality. That's why so many top level billionaires, regardless how awesome, how powerful you have, regardless of what kind of lifestyle or like a king you have, you will lose dignity. And we don't want that. Why we work hard on business, on career, personal life? Because we want to live with dignity. Yeah. But we will lose it if we cannot control the unconscious mind. And the other thing is if we are not able to control the unconscious mind, and unsolved issue, all kinds of mental health issue can never be really fixed. Although you use some technique, you feel you already fix it, it's gone. It's not true, because that's all energy form. All different technique actually working on shape form of the energy looks like it's not exist. When you use this technique, you think, oh, it works because energy not gone or not is not there, but the energy actually shape form and moving to other part of your body and other part of the angle, how you use the mind. That's why you can see people, oh, I don't have depression anymore. I fix ADHD. I fix, PTSD. This suddenly happens in their relationship. Suddenly happens in their organ. Because of the energy shape the form. Unless we take over the control unconscious mind, then escape, nothing. No energy, wrong energy can escape. That's it. That's so important. Yeah, and also another important point is at the time when we die, yeah, our consciousness all shutting down. You know what happens? Our unconsciousness start merging up, and that actually become part of the soul. People who understand soul, yeah, many of them mix up. They think it's like when we die, soul out of the body. No, a percentage of people actually cannot have their soul out of the body, complete out of body, because and the major part is the unconsciousness. I teach how to actually die, to take all your energy out of it. That's also part of my teaching.
Oh, so interesting. So why is it that most people can't access their unconscious minds?
Yeah, that's how universe designed. Because the Earth dimension is a very low vibrated dimension. With this dimension, there should be enough energy match that frequency. What are that? That's our negative energy. Anger, conflict, fight, wars, virus, that's all part of that. So people maybe argue, okay, virus is not energy. Virus is energy. Albert Einstein said there is no matter. Matter is just a special shape or form of energy with low vibration. Our senses can see it, or laboratory facility can see it. So everything is energy. So without we, understand the universe, want to make sure human being cannot easily find that, and we will always be dominate our whole life. Basically, destiny is like it's the way they want. So that's why it's important to really tap into that and to connect with the unconscious mind is a reptilian brain. So physically, the universe uses the reptilian brain, which is set up in our DNA. Yeah, and to use the reptilian brain to monitor that part, but we can hack it. I teach how to hack that.
Oh, so interesting. So how DrAngela, how can we learn to take control over our own unconscious minds?
Yeah, there are different ways from the childhood. If you have an experience like I gone through, basically all catastrophic issue, but many people go through that, but still cannot working on that, need a combination. Yeah, I go through this experience, but meanwhile, I'm in the medical world. So as a toddler, I already saw what's going on in the whole human's life journey from what I observed from all this rich and powerful and the poor. So that took me to the awareness of the taking the proactive approach to basically fix things. So what people fear, the fear because COVID-19, fear of uncertainty, death, I already had that feeling, over 40 years ago. I'm 50, basically over 44 years ago. Before that, I already found out. And then I made a very serious comment when I was 6, when my father said, nobody can control the destiny. Then I said, if nobody can control the destiny, does that mean I will be abused the rest of my life? No way. Right. Yeah. So as a child, I was forced to survive, to tap into that. But most other child have no chance. Why? They were playing with the toys, with the playground, or some child get already connected with the unconscious mind, and also universe actually trapped into autism. So there should be a combination to make, right condition from different angle to make someone can really push into that part. I'm lucky I was in that place. So I have gone through the process like a so-called, that's what clients told me, the process like phoenix raising from the ashes. I said, yes, phoenix raising from the ashes of the unconscious mind, I go through a lot of, different level of energy and also fighting a lot. Yeah. And I even took a risk of my life. So for the adults, basically there is no chance. However, because of my effort, I already crashed the coding. So I make it available. So I provide 8 weeks boot camp one-on-one with me to help you understand the loophole of different part of your body and the mind and merge all the energy into one force to hack that.
Oh, so interesting. So that you said you have an 8-week course to help people do this.
Yes, because what happens, I share with you, globally, so many people learn so many different techniques and try to get things right. And then in that moment, they think it's right. But then after months, couple of years, they still cannot reach the level I am now. Because why? Because they don't know the energy loophole between different parts of the body, between different techniques. I invested my whole life effort on it. And in past decades, I invested US dollars over 1 million on research, different techniques. Mindset, billionaire.
Wow, this is just amazing.
How to identify the loophole, why I was able to survive, why others couldn't. That's the biggest value. And when people come to the bootcamp, they don't need to invest millions a whole life journey. They just need to stand on my shoulder and they're easily working on what they already know. If they already have a different technique, and I help them to understand how to remove the loophole, energy loophole, and merge all this together. You can see the picture here. Is a body inside, looks like fire. Actually, that's the journey I go through. When people come to me for the boot camp or one-on-one, I take you to the journey without suffering. I protect you because I understand what is danger, what is not. And what's the boundary, how to take you safe. That's why it's 8-week boot camp, build up the solid foundation.
Fantastic. So Dr. Angela, do you have any gifts for our viewers and listeners today?
Yeah, you can see the book, Power of the Unconscious Mind. I don't sell it. And because when people read it, people read my different version of this book with a different title, I recognize that they read the book with their judgmental mind, conscious mind, which is controlled by the unsolved unconscious mind, which means will not work. They will not understand the way it should be. Yeah, that's why now I don't sell it. But when people come to my boot camp, I give it as a gift. It's 50,000 words, and then use it as a worksheets book.
Oh, okay.
So then you understand the deep. It cover every angle of life. Cover the
Oh,
whole life journey from the cradle to the grave, from business, career, personal life, yeah, to whatever angle that's connected with you is all covered.
wonderful, wonderful. So where can people find out more about you, Dr. Angela?
Yeah, they can go to the website path2liberty.com. You can see in the
Path,
background with
okay,
link.
path2liberty.com.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I basically can teach a person go through the journey. I already reached liberty. Liberty from what? Beyond the mind present. When we are free, and all the issues in the whole life journey is not an issue anymore.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us. I want to thank our sponsors again, 133 Approved Funding. They say yes when the banks say no, and they've been able to help people keep their businesses open and actually have people like yourself, actually, Dr. Angela, they can finance people going to your boot camp.
Oh,
So
great.
it's, you know,
Right.
it is wonderful, the service that they can provide. So I have a
Right.
little bit of a video that's going to come up in just a minute, so we'll be quiet while that's playing. But um if you want to find out more about me, Patricia Jo Grover, you can go right to my website, patriciajogrover.com. And this again was the Rise Above show, where we help believers become achievers. Here comes the video.